need to get some new friends because I don't know how they're going to force you to do that. And why does it matter anyway? Why does it matter? I'm sorry for him barking, but why? I think it's actually easier to ask out your crush if you're already friends with them. Like it's not like you're a complete stranger, you know? And popularity doesn't even matter anyway. So go ahead, shoot your shot and let them know, like, hey, pull them to the side. Like, I've been feeling this way for some time now. Detroit Become Human had the absolute best story, I feel like. I still want like a second one to come out. I block them. If you're depressed about your weight, I would say the only thing that can help is for you to change it. If you're okay with your weight and everybody else has an issue, don't change it because of everybody else. The only thing that matters is how you feel about your body. And if you don't like it, then you feel free to change it. I feel like peer pressure exists but doesn't exist at the same time. And my take on it is that you could feel peer pressured into something, but once you do that thing that people are pressuring you into doing, that's just you making the choice. Like, they're not forcing you. I feel like there's going to be pressure around you in a lot of situations, but at the end of the day, it's your choice whether you do that thing or you don't do the thing. So that's why I feel like peer pressure is kind of there. Like, the pressure is there, but you actually doing it is your own choice willingly. If you're already friends with the person before, I think the best thing is to just not make it awkward and just act like you guys have been acting before you've, shown your feelings towards them. And then go find somebody else. There's plenty of love to find. My question is public speaking part of your major? Or I would think to help is probably join like a debate team, because that's going to force you to talk and prove your point to a whole bunch of people in the room. So try that. If you already have 300 subs, you're doing pretty well, okay? Don't act like you don't have anything, because those 300 subscribers are following you for a reason. So keep providing, keep updating your content, keep trying to make it better in ways that you can make yourself more unique. You just don't interact with them. You don't have to interact with people. You could just go on about your day without talking to them at all. It's pretty simple. At least it's for me. It's pretty simple. If you keep letting your past relationships interfere with your future one or your present one, it's probably not going to work out. And that has nothing to do with the new person. It is absolutely you yourself bringing on baggage that this other person has not caused, which I don't think is fair. You just have to let your guard down a little bit, which might be a little hard, but let your guard down and try to open up to this person so that you can have a new experience. Because what you experience with this new person may not give you the same experience the last person has. You can't think negative of yourself before other people get to know you. That's like losing a fight before it starts, You got to be confident in yourself and be yourself, and that they will accept you for who you are. And if they don't like you for who you are, then you don't have to be around these people. You have your whole entire life to figure out what major you want to use. You have your whole entire life to go to college, actually. You don't have to go to college as soon as you get out of high school. You don't have to. If you want to take time to figure out what you want to do, then do that before you go to college. There's a few options here. So you could either ignore them to where they don't get a reaction, so they don't get any fun out of it, because that's what they're looking for. Or my parents were exactly like that, okay? Because when I was younger, they wanted to put me in dresses and skirts, and I wasn't having none of it, okay? But that shows them that this is just who I am, and it actually makes you very unique and yourself. When you have a full-time job or you go to school full-time, you still have a lot of time during the day. You have a whole 24 hours. So I'm pretty sure that you're not doing that job 24 hours. So you can make time, but that's only if you want to. Express to that other person that you feel like it's feeling one-sided. You should express that you don't feel like you're getting the same thing back, and how to work this out, because you don't want to feel like you're giving so much and the other person is giving too little, and then there's miscommunication. Take the blessing, okay? Don't run away from it, okay? Shoot your shot. You were trying to shoot your shot for 5 years, and they finally came around. You take it. See where it goes. You have enough time to see where it goes and see if it flourishes, rather than wonder if it will happen. I already have a tattoo, actually. It's on my back. That's why you guys never see it. It's on my spine. And it's in Chinese, actually. And it says, perfect imperfection. And that is basically from all of my insecurities when I was younger to being okay with them now. I'm a bad studier. I really didn't study at all when I was in school. I just happened to have a good memory. But I think the best thing for me was to play music or play TV in the background so it doesn't feel as quiet. Or if distractions bother you, then you have to completely seclude yourself. Maybe go to like a library or somewhere that forces you to be alone so you don't have any distractions, and just put exactly what you're studying in front of you and spend about maybe an hour or two reading up on it. If you feel comfortable with your sexuality, I feel like it's no problem to tell them what your sexuality is. I don't think it's a problem. Now, what their response would be, I don't know what their response would be, because I don't know if they're okay or open to everything. I think the best way to escape the friend zone is probably take that certain friend, like, out somewhere. Don't call it a date, but just take them out somewhere, most likely to movies or something to eat, and then try to ease on to the thing that you like. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So say if something is rejected, or I'm rejected in some type of way by something or somebody, I think it's just opening up a door for what's really meant for me. Like, my past relationships have been bad, but I opened it up for Dwayne. So I don't think it has anything to do with you, because you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you never forget that. Just know that the people that you encounter in your life, they all might not be for you. And you just have to wait until you find that right person. You don't get people to like you or not, okay? Because you cannot spend your life catering to what people like or don't like, because everybody has different likes and different dislikes. Like, there's no way that you could have everyone like you. Somebody's not going to like you. That's just it. My instinct is to leave that person. But if you want to talk about it, you surely can, and try to build up that relationship. But I feel like the trust is definitely going to be gone, and it's definitely going to be harder to get that back. Post consistently. I cannot stress it enough, okay? And make sure that you are having fun with what you do. Because if you don't, this will be a tiresome job, okay? Sometimes you just gotta talk that shit back, okay? Because a lot of people will try you in your life. I used to be very, very quiet until when I hit high school, and I realized that wasn't cutting it, and I started speaking up, and nobody has really tried me ever since then. So you might want to stand. Let them know that you are going to call the police, and they are going to the big house. The best way to deal with cyber bullies is to just log out or block that person, because they're not confronting you in any way in real life, and they never will, because usually when people are cyber bullies, they never have the confidence to say it to your face, nor will they ever. That's a normal thing. That is a completely normal thing. I know you're probably talking about your voice changing and all that stuff, hair coming in or something like that. It is completely normal. Don't feel ashamed. Your phone is a very, very good start, okay? Because that is your camera, that is your editing software, that is your uploader to YouTube, that is your live stream tool. It's a whole bunch of things. You could do a whole bunch of things with your phone. And your lamp. I would say it depends, because you can still have people that's your age and have the same maturity level as you. It's just some people aren't as mature at certain ages. I know I was definitely more mature than mentally, but you know, I would love to, but I have way too much to do during the week, and I probably won't have the time to answer. So that's why I try to at least dedicate one day or a certain amount of my day during each week to do this, and I chose Sundays. Yeah, as long as you're having fun, who cares? I mean, like, it's just a game. People take games too seriously. Like, a game, the whole point of you playing a game is to have fun. If you're not having fun, then there's no point in playing it. But if you feel like you're bad at it, you can keep playing to get better at it. It doesn't matter. If you don't know what your sexuality is yet, I would say go ahead and explore. Go ahead and try different things with different people. I'm not saying be a hoe. I'm just saying, explore what you might like. It doesn't matter what people at school think. It matters what you think. As long as you think it looks cool, that's the whole reason you got your hair switched up. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what other people think. They just got to deal with it. Look now, y'all vegans and vegetarians, y'all gotta ease up on some people, okay? I understand that you're trying to share it, but some people they just can't give up food. They just can't give up the meat and chicken like I can. You could show them different things, and you could show them or cook them some different vegan meals and things, and try to have them try it, but don't tell them it's vegan. Just like cook it and just like give it to them like, hey, you guys like it? And if they do, they'll be like, yeah. Then you'll be like, oh yeah, this is vegan, so try it. I don't know who told you that, but I'm pretty sure that just because you're Asian does not affect you getting with a black girl. Black girls like who they like. It doesn't have a preference. The best way to stop eating like junk food and like just shitty foods that just make you fat is to just not have them around at all. Like if they're in your house, throw them away. Give them away to the homeless. Give them to somebody else that will eat them. But you cannot have it around you or else it'll be temptation. A great way to save money is that as soon as you get your paycheck, you put aside money immediately that day. So as soon as you get it, or you can get it automatically taken out of your paycheck. There's a way to set that up. But you can go ahead and take it out automatically so you don't even see it and it's out of mind. Okay, it could be one or two things when people say this. It could be one, they really don't want a relationship and they do like you and they just aren't ready to be committed yet and they still want to search around. Or two, they really don't like you and they want to search around. So I would just keep looking yourself. Try to get them alone, try to like interject yourself like, hey, excuse me, can I talk to you real quick? Like it's just a question. They can't like crucify you for trying to get this man alone, okay? There's at some point where he's going to be alone and you can take that time to talk to him. I think college life is different when you go to community college versus like a university, you live on campus, because I was still living at home going to college. So it was more like just like a more free high school experience to me. Plus I was working. But if you are in a university and you are living on campus, I feel like you're going to have to get used to your family not being around, like your parents, your siblings, all of that, and just a bunch of students around your age trying to figure out the same thing as you. You got to post your music everywhere. You got to let people know what you're doing. You got to put it out there. Put it to SoundCloud. Put it to Spotify. Use TuneCore. Use a site called TuneCore, actually. TuneCore is a good place to get your music distributed everywhere, and there's different plans you can set it up for, but check it out. If they keep running, that means that they do not want that smoke. Okay, so that means you already kind of won the battle. So you don't really have to do anything. They've already declared themselves as a runner. So, a weeb or like a weeaboo? Because those are two different things. Sorry. But a weeb, I wouldn't even be insulted by that name because I don't even know what that is. Unless somebody could just explain to me what that is, how can you be insulted? Spend as much time as you can with them. Sometimes girls don't really want a lot of material things. They just want to spend time with you and have your attention, not distracted by anything else. So just spend time with them, go places with them, and get to know them. Do not give your energy to anything that is negative. If it's not building you up, if it's not putting money in your bank account, if it's not helping you grow as a person, if it's not helping you help other people, if it's not doing anything positive in your life, do not give energy. He's a thought. Watch out. I learned just by watching. So, like for me growing up, I used to watch my mom cook all the dishes, cook and bake the whole entire time. And then also like doing art. So that's what also helped me create a lot of pastries and things like that. So I think that helped just by watching. I was motivated to lose weight because I didn't like the weight that I was at. That's the only thing that motivated me. Nobody else's opinion of me really matters to me because they're not in me. They're not in my body. They're not dealing with my body. I am. So I want to make a change. And I also had a mindset that if I didn't like how I was and I want to change it, the only way that I could change it is to make those moves to exercise and eat different and all of that. Because if I didn't and I stayed eating bad stuff, I was going to stay in a bad place and that's my fault. So what I'm saying is that when it comes down to losing weight, the only factors that matter is you and your mindset, because you're the only one that can mess it up. Anybody else that has like temptations around you and everything, it's ultimately your choice whether to give in or not.